I came across this book, which I've come across before in the past, I believe, because some of the drawings looked a little familiar, but I don't think I ever talked about it. It was one that I definitely wanted to talk about. And David Rumsey, I think I saw it on his site at one point back in the day, and he just uploaded it recently. So each one of these still has like 30 or like 25 views. So this is all fresh stuff, except probably this map. But this is one of the maps that this artist created. He is absolutely an amazing artist. I believe his name is Pieter Van Der Leiden. The archives were a little bit iffy with the last name, but wow, an incredible plethora of work. And this book that he did on Grand Tartary in China has a lot of amazing little hints. I love Mare Tartaricum. What a great name, the Sea of Tartaria. But look at these in particular. These first few are of an exquisite detail, and then some of the other ones are just to look at. But wow, look at this. Look at the craftsmanship. Who are the builders of all these things? I've been wondering lately, like these buildings, these ships. If they were around now, you'd know about the builders and the creators. And then some of these scenes, wow. You know, I believe Tartaria and China are a very ancient civilization, and this, knowing what I know of the Tibetans, it makes the potential for the Tartarians, since they are connected, definitely, it makes their potential of how far they went with their mind and technology just infinite, through the roof. Why would they create idols and things like this of such a grand size, detail, and just a level of perfection? Symbolism, 100% meaningful and awesome, probably utilizable, and just in honor of something amazing. Maybe the people beyond the poles. Maybe what we are witnessing is a civilization that was in contact with the people beyond the poles, and those doing the reset, the people that we've come to know and hate, are the ones that just wanted to eviscerate this culture, and they've been traveling the plane, the flat earth plane, just crushing things that resemble the old world. And you know, maybe this earth realm is just the latest in their conquest of nonsense in the grand scheme of things, because this plane goes on for a longer time, and we always have to factor that in. Our little world that we know of and that the maps that have survived show us is definitely but a glimpse of the mastery. And look at this artwork. Look at the pagodas as well. And I've been thinking more about the pagodas, the giants, all these different things seem to all be shown in this artwork. Immaculate construction, giant trees in the upper left, the pagodas that probably did something more than electricity. I think a lot of people are stuck on the concept of electricity, but the concept of ether, I think, incorporates a lot more. And when you think about things like the Ethernet and whatnot, you know, are they showing us that ether was the shining? It was the way of thought. It was a way of connecting large distances and with frequencies in ways that we cannot fathom, in ways that we would probably belittle but are superior. And you never know. But these buildings, the size of them, the grandness of them, the eloquence, the detail in every aspect of it, just ensures that their lifestyle was different than ours. They needed color and all these different things, these symbols, and they utilized these in a totally different way. I wouldn't be surprised if the pagodas, they could be doing anything. They could be putting out frequencies that are healing on one day, frequencies that are whatever on next. If they have to get up for war, they could be putting out an alarm style frequency that alerts people and gets them ready. However, I still like to believe that war is potentially just something created from this past reset civilization and not something that's destined and natural. But who knows? Maybe it is. The yin-yang, everything. It is all such a mystery, whether it's supposed to be a peaceful garden or a battleground. It doesn't make any... Who knows? It is all up for interpretation and all possible experiences. But this artwork, either way, wow. Very interesting scenes here, and each one of them faces that you can tell a lot from all these because the details are so nice. The symbols all over everything, the way they're honoring people, carrying them, the different pagodas and different buildings and different parasols covering them, the birds, the animals, all symbolic, everything they're doing, all these areas, all the artwork, all glimpses into this magical realm. And that is just like an incredible teepee-ish fort, palace, freaking, looks like it's a movable palace on the right side. The left doesn't look as movable, but look at these fireworks celebrations. Electricity, it looks like, going all over the place. Antiquitech mastery, all these different techniques, all the different hats, all the different styles. It's kind of funny how, too, they have all these different hats at these other times, so many different variations of hats, and then at one point you see in all the photos just everyone wearing top hats and American hats and suits. Like, where did the suits come into the mix? It doesn't seem like any natural thing at all. It seems like a uniform of some force that stinks. The Tartaries here, the Emperor, look at that palace, all these stairways, all these masterful buildings. So much lost, and they always knew it. It's like as if the civilization of this realm was always very peaceful at one point and then got invaded by something. And whether the Mayans and all the pyramid builders all over the world, similar to this, the India, the South America, Middle East, Egypt, all of them seem to be doing pretty great and have some really amazing stories, and definitely some battles, but also just amazing triumphs, amazing technology, amazing buildings that all got wiped away by something, some nasty force that now wears the mark of the suit and the tie. Look at those pagodas to the upper left. Unbelievable. Those are definitely connecting something. I wouldn't be surprised if a beam of energy could connect those at certain points. Ether transmissions connecting from different just ways of communicating worldwide. Some kind of fountain for underneath, anything. But up there left of this one too, look at each house has like a different antenna of a crazy sort. Each one of those could attract a different energy, could propel a different anything, could take in or expel any type of frequency. We have no idea. Could purify the water, could purify the air, the weather, be used for anything. There's so much we're not being told, again, because it was all erased. At some point, this civilization was all over the place, and then at some point it wasn't. And a few things survived, but glimpses into this mastery. And that all seems to be completely taken. Anything that completely shows who built these houses, who built these castles, who built these fortresses, that civilization always seems to be hidden, and I wonder if it's because of they are giants or a different race entirely. All these things, the Big Bang, evolution, they all point to humans being an atheist, nonsense, meaningless, pointless thing floating around in space doing nothing. But yet all this art, all this ancient culture, all these ancient buildings, all this ancient tech, it just has an innate, no matter what they tell us, it has an innate feeling that it's worthy of something greater than all of what they're saying. And then it points to a civilization that was masterful in so many different ways that we can't trust what they tell us. We see a different thing, we get a different feeling, we have a different gut instinct about history than they tell us. And a lot of people fall for it, but they're also the same people that fall for everything that they see on TV. We don't watch TV, and I definitely don't, and all these ideas are just coming. They're all theory again. I don't know the truth, I don't claim to know the truth, but I'm just taking the art and observing from it and seeing some really interesting things and seeing glimpses of a time where things were just seemed to be spectacular and magical and peaceful and in the moment instead of on the phone or on the iPad or basking in other people's creative nonsense most of the time. But all these people seem to be living an experiential life in harmony with everything, in worlds where just everything was capable. People were there was a production line of boats, to have all these things built, all these buildings, all of these things, all the technology had to have been here for a long time because everything is so advanced, and we're just getting glimpses and little pieces of what once was, and we're being told a total different thing and led astray mentally in our research. Not us, but the mainstream, and so we got to correct it. See what happens. I hope this offers a glimpse into some magical stuff. Maybe you can theorize some things out there. Leave some questions or add anything in the comments. And again, here's a little more information on that section. I'll leave you with that. and one final artwork at the end. So enjoy, everybody. Take a look at this art, take a look at the links, and let me know if you find any gems. Have a great one, everybody. Bless you all.